Hi guys, I am live again tonight as I'm continuing with my daily videos. And today I was thinking I would talk about something that's really near and dear to my heart and that I find helps make me a better medium, a better conduit, is the saying what I mean and saying what I think and making sure that I don't sugarcoat. I don't try to interpret. I don't throw my ego into it. Saying what you mean, saying what you think is such an important aspect in our world today. Think about how often we think something, but we don't come out and say it because we're afraid we're going to hurt somebody's feelings. And we hold the thought in our heart, in our minds. I know the times that I regret so much in my readings is when I'm thinking something, I'm feeling something, I don't say it, and then my client is like, oh, so I know that. And that is just so challenging because it's like, oh, if I had only said that would have reinforced my authenticity. It would reinforce the message as opposed to me saying, oh yeah, I was thinking that too. That doesn't do the same thing in a reading. And hello Retta, hello Don, thank you for tuning in. And it's one of those things that it's so important that we do say what we think. And it's important that I do as a reader because it enhances that authenticity, but for each and every one of you it's important as well. One, it can help strengthen your own intuition. How many times it's like, oh, I had a feeling about that. If only I had the opportunity to reinforce that. If I had said something, you would know too that I had that feeling. And just thinking about what you're saying and being able to have that confirmation from somebody else and be like, oh, I'm not really making it up. But it's also important at the same time to, as the thing as they say is it important? Practice that pause. Don't just because you think it shoot off at the mouth. We all know people in the public eye who have a tendency to say what they think without thinking if they really mean it or not. It's important that you really mean what you think and that you have follow through, that you have that gut feeling that you just know. It's important that you really, those things that you feel dear to your heart, you speak, but don't just speak out of anger. Don't just speak out of frustration. Don't just speak out of what is the ego speaking that comes to mind and jumps out of your mind, out of your mouth, because it's like, I'm going to make sure I respond to this. I'm going to make sure that I have the last word. I'm going to make sure that I am the most important person in the world and in the room, and my words are what's heard. It's important that you speak what is your truth, but you also do it in a kind and loving and gentle manner, because there's ways of saying things that are exactly what do you mean and what you think, without being hurtful, without being harmful. As a medium, I find that is always the balance I need to strike. Is sometimes I'll turn to a spirit and I'll be like, really? You want me to say what? It's like, and I'll have people who will laugh as I literally have that conversation out loud. I'll be like, really? Come on now. But it is finding that way of saying it. And you don't have to be a medium like myself for it to be ringing true. Just being a good person, just being the intuitive and connected to the energy that connects all of us. By saying what is true in your heart, saying what is true in your mind, but also honoring the person who you are speaking to is so incredibly important. And it's not mincing words. It's not saying, oh, I can't say this because I'm going to hurt someone's feelings. You can hurt someone's feelings if you don't say it. So it's important that you do say it. But again, don't fly off the handle and just because you think it comes out in a tweet, in a Facebook post. You say a jab. That's not what I mean when I say what you think. because that is doing nobody any good. And at the end of the day, that's not what you really believe. If it's something you're flying off at the mouth at, it's not something that's really in your heart. But those things in your heart, you need to say. And you'll find that life becomes so much easier when you do say it. Like I said, I as a medium, I find that so important to do. So important to be saying what it is I'm receiving, because when I don't, I kick myself. That's the opportunity I had to demonstrate that continuity of life after death. Demonstrate the connection that I have with that person. Give them faith in it. And I kick myself when I don't do that. But again, the same thing is true in any of our relationships. It's saying what you need to say, saying what is true, saying what they need to hear. Open your mouth. Don't sugarcoat. Don't beat around the bush. That's my quick and dirty for today. I know, spit it out. That's what I've said. If I can't, I've reiterated it a lot. It is important, Retta, that we always spit it out and say what's on our minds in a kind, loving fashion. Not flying off the handle from emotion, but that which we feel from deep inside. And that's it for this evening. Just a quick and little dirty, tapping in and saying hi as I continue my videos daily. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm sure I'll be talking to you at some point tomorrow as I continue to get ready for my book launch. If you have not RSVP'd, please do. June 29th at the Tewksbury. The room reveal is I am in the room right now. I have to do a good video of it to do it justice. The wall, when I show it in this light, it turns out more brown than plum. It's amazing, though, as you can tell, I'm in the room. And Corina, you can never be too honest. Honesty is truly the best policy. And as long as you're coming from your heart, it is always a good thing. And Christy, we will be able to see the whole thing. You will be able to see the whole thing. It is absolutely gorgeous. One is coming. I have to give my contractor questions so that he can talk a little bit about the project. It had been wonderful. My daughter is missing him something awful. I think she had a little bit of a crush. Every single day when he'd arrive, she'd be like, he's here, and run to be able to say hello. But we also have to make sure that it is daylight in the room, because it really does show off the colors beautifully. You're getting a little peek from in here. I love filming in here. All of my clients, even my last client this evening, she's like, this is the perfect space for this. I really love your room. I'm like, yes, it's brand spanking new. She's like, oh my gosh, it's perfect for this. And it's absolutely wonderful. Beautiful. He did, PDQ, Home Improvement did a wonderful job. Josh, so many shouts out. Absolutely gorgeous. I do live back here on Mondays and Fridays, but I just absolutely love it. My daughter loves it. Trying to get her out of the room is crazy. She's just like, oh my goodness. But my little psychic, she's just like, this is lovely. I love the energy. Just like when she says that, I get such a kick. Yeah. Oh, thank you, honey. Cheesy love between the spouses, as he types in. But it is just, she just absolutely loves it. I love it. And you will be getting a big room reveal once I get questions to Josh and can get him over here, and we can do it in a beautiful light setting, so you're able to see the gorgeous work that is done to my beautiful home. It has really made a difference. And oh my gosh, the heat, it doesn't get hot in here. It used to get boiling. It doesn't anymore. So that's it for this evening, as I am yammering away at all of you. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I haven't done it in a while, so I'm going to do it tonight, because you are a medium. So trust your intuition and talk to you soon. Mwah.